What's up, Destructor? I just got done reacting to the whole documentary myself. EDP's bro, he's so cooked. And if my clone fucks this up, I'm gonna be really mad. I will.
Oh, yeah, I definitely will not be happy if EDP is still a free man. Like, as much as I would love to, like, wait and see him finally bit the dust from his kidney failure, the sooner he gets into prison would be a massive W. But we'll have to wait and see. As the doc did say, it could happen as early as 2027, so time will tell. We don't know. But I'm sure we all want to talk about that one part of the documentary where Mike Klum had a kid with EDP. That was really fucking weird.
That was really weird. And not only that, but I've saw multiple red flags, but that's probably the biggest red flag. And the fact he also platformed that random Brandon pedophile dude as well. I feel like that was weird too. But the biggest red flag of it all was him literally him literally putting that kid in the room with EDP and had the kid sitting next to him. And in the documentary, it said, "Oh, we have parental permission." I don't give a fuck about that. In fact, the parents should be ashamed on themselves, and in my opinion, morally, they should lose the kid. But legally, because EDP is not convicted of anything, there's nothing we can do legally. But morally, they shouldn't have custody of kids because they know EDP is a fucking pedo, and they literally put the kid in a room next to EDP just to defend a pedo. That's really disgusting. And Mike Klum, the fact you allowed that, the fact that you didn't say, "Hey, I'm not going to put this in my documentary because this is not right," the fact you went along with it because you know you would get more clicks is so fucking disgusting. It is so beyond disgusting. And I know people may say, "Oh, I'm overreacting a little bit," but I feel like that's really disgusting.
I just think it's strange. Like, why now for like the pedo guy there that came like, oh, whatever. I can kind of see what he was going with, like not acting on urges, that type of shit. That's what he was kind of saying and shit. Which, granted, it's a little weird that you would bring him on, but I can at least understand why Mike would bring on like that pedo person and shit. At least there's like some logic to that. That's
But there's just yeah, but there's just no but I think you could even agree there's just no logic putting a kid in the same room as EDP for content. I feel like that's just probably the biggest red flag to me out of the whole documentary is that alone, because it's like, what are you doing? What's your motive? Like, why are you sitting there allowing this? This guy literally confessed to going after multiple minors, and you're just gonna put a little kid next to him? Really? For hee hee ha ha clap. Like, what?
That's just weird. Like, I really just want to know the logic behind it or some shit. So I don't know. Maybe Mike will have an explanation at some point. Like, we'll have to wait and see. Another thing is, I find it hilarious that the pointless cameos of Keemstar, especially like Adam 22 and Chris Chan, which I'm like, wait, what the fuck?
No, not only that, but it's kind of also funny to see EDP basically praise Andrew and Tristan Tate. It's like they're literally locked up for alleged, because I know they like to sue, the Tates do, alleged human sex trafficking, allegedly. And it's like, these are the people you're supporting, people that are, locked up for alleged crimes. It's like, bro.
Oh yeah. Also giving shout outs to Zionist Shapiro, Fresh and Fit,
Sneeko.
Yeah, Pearl Davis, who looks like a man, not a great look. It's funny. Give shout out to Fresh and Fit, people who literally have defended the Tates on numerous occasions. Like, we're really doing it. And Sneeko, the man who's got his own fucking laundry list of saying the most questionable shit on the internet.
Like the cuties thing, because Jim and Torn brought that up earlier.
You name it.
Yeah, so it's like, these are the people you want. Like, you're not helping a case of you're not a pedo when these are the people you are, supporting, and you're saying you agree with everything they do. It's like, when I say I agree with Sneeko, I say I agree with his political takes. I don't agree with all that age of consent shit because I'm not a fucking weirdo and I'm not a pedophile, and I'll always disavow that because that's just my moral compass. I draw the line at that shit. And the fact that EDP's not even drawing the line at that just shows it's like he's a fuck. And not only that, but all the shit he admitted to, the shit where he admitted to wanting to kill a minor, grooming minors, sending them nudes, receiving child porn, having child porn, and all that. It's like, bro, if he's not arrested, then I'm literally going to question Mike Klum. Like, and not only that, but another criticism I have too, and I don't know if you agree or disagree on it, and that's fine. But I think Mike Klum should have sent the documentary to the police before uploading it, because if he would have sent it to the police and he uploaded the documentary right when EDP gets arrested, I feel like that would get Mike Klum so much respect. It would stop people like me from seeing red flags, because it's like, oh, you got him arrested. Like, why am I bitching? You know, it would make me not question Mike's motives a lot if he would have just done that. You know what I mean? But him not doing that just kind of makes me, you know, question it a lot. And someone farted in the background. But anyways,
no one farted. I was cleaning out my eye with a rag and it brushed up against the microphone.
I don't know what it is, but your mic picks up literally everything. Like, you could literally just get up out of your seat and I hear it. Like, your mic's so sensitive sometimes. But back to the point, it's like, I feel like Mike Klum should have went to the police for, and I feel like all these pedal catchers.
At least I don't sound like I'm wearing a diving helmet all the time like Jim.
That is true. But anyways, back to the point is, all right, back to the point is that's the thing is, I feel like all these pedal catchers, instead of just, you know, uploading the videos for clout, I feel like they need to kind of get the police involved before even making this like a public thing, you know? Because the most important thing in the pedal catching space is catching the pedals and arresting them, not getting clout.
I see that. I mean, there is a lot of stuff that's been cut out from the documentary, so that is possible. And who knows, maybe he has done it. And besides, it's not like Mike is like, oh, doing a sting operation like, you know, Tit Goldstein and Clown Gideon over there. So it's not like he's doing shit like that. But again, I'm just waiting for like this shit just like blow over to see what happens. So if nothing really comes of it, it's like, yeah, what the fuck? But I'm giving Mike the benefit of the doubt since, well, the Boogie documentary is really good, and, you know, as much as there's maybe flaws with this documentary, this was like well done, and it really shows that like EDP has just never changed, and he's like basically admits like, yeah, I'm this. So
yeah, and I get that, and that's the thing. It's like, I'll say this. It's like, I'll say the good things of the documentary is he got EDP to admit to everything. He got EDP to sit down and admit to all the crimes and basically, you know, self-snitch on himself. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that. But it's like, if he doesn't get EDP arrested, then he completely loses me. That's just me, though, because it's like, I feel like if you're not going to even get the guy arrested, then why the fuck do we need you to do this stupid documentary? And I mainly have the red flags. I mainly, you know, I'm more negative to the documentary, not because, you know, it's calling out EDP. I'm glad it's calling out EDP. I'm more negative because that whole child thing, that just rubbed me the wrong way. That just gives me a bad gut feeling about Mike's intentions. It really does.
yeah, it's definitely suspicious, but we'll have to wait and see. That's all I can really say about that, honestly.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
honestly, we just gotta wait. We just gotta see what happens, like you said. Is there any shocking things from the documentary that you were like, damn, this is fucking, like, anything like that just blew your mind away?
I mean, just when I watch it, just some of the things just the fact that he's just so boldly admitting to it. Like, yeah, he tried to take it back. It's like, you know, playing the victim, which is like the classic, you know, trope with these types of people. But just the fact he's so bold and he doesn't give a fuck about him, just like, Jesus. And some of the shit like he has said himself, I'm like, wow. I was like flabbergasted and shit. But I do actually have to bring one more nitpick to the documentary is like, you know, the voiceover shit, the deep voice shit. That was too distracting. Like when it was like narrating the shit, like what EDP said, I was laughing at this shit. Like when I was live streaming that shit yesterday, my friend Pluvius, I was like laughing. I was like, I can't. I know it's trying to be serious, but like I just kept laughing. I
kept laughing a little bit, but also kind of don't like the, because it seems to me, and this might just be my opinion, but it seems to me this is more clout motivated, just like the rest of them, you know, because he's also bringing into like drama with Gideon and all that. It's like, yeah, I call Gideon for the shit. It's like he's basically trying to start a fight between the victim and Gideon. He's basically like, I feel like Mike's just doing more of like a clown show just for his benefit than actually getting EDP arrested. Like, I don't think his true intent is to get EDP arrested, but that's just me because it's based on the red flags I see. It's just like there's just stuff like if you were trying to get him arrested, you wouldn't do. You wouldn't care about the clout. You wouldn't care about the clout or YouTube age restricted my documentary. You wouldn't care about any of that if you were truly in it for the truth and to get him arrested. You wouldn't care how many views your documentary get. Because that's the thing. He got 1.1 million views within 24 hours, and he's complaining about being shadow banned. It's like, that's why I don't trust the dude personally.
Yeah, I mean, granted, the fact that he even got age restricted, I'm not surprised. The shit that was shown and we were talking was like, well, this is EDP we're talking about.
And knowing that, but all of that was uncensored, so it's like you kind of had it coming because that's the thing. If you want to upload it uncensored and to get monetized off of it, which I think you should not even worry about monetization. But if you're trying to not get age restricted and shit like that, upload it to Rumble or Kick, or upload a censored version. And what I would have done was upload a censored version to YouTube and an uncensored version to Rumble or Kick. That's what I would have done if I was Mike, And it's like, man, I know it's like, because you're going to get age restricted because the stuff EDP says, it's like, I'm surprised. I bet you my stream's starting to get flagged down. I'm still leaving the VOD up, but like, I bet I wouldn't be surprised if my stream gets flagged down with all the shit EDP said.
Yeah, it's he's the cupcake, man. He does the most unhinged shit. I mean, there was also like shit pics, nude. I mean, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I skipped through the shit pics. I saw all that shit. I just skipped through some of it.
Well, like, it was censored, dude. I don't think you had to worry too much.
I know, still, but it's just like, bro, I don't want to hear about your shit pics. I don't want to hear about your, farts and all that. Keep that shit to yourself, my brother.
Yeah, it's questionable.
What do you think about EDP's now ex-girlfriend Marissa? How she tried to defend him?
I can't say I'm surprised when you know someone like for who they are, like not knowing their shit beforehand, and you had like this attachment. I'm not surprised. I mean, she's built for EDP. Like those two whales are meant for each other. But EDP, since he's such a porn-loving, addicted loser, it's like, nah, I don't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, you wonder why no girl goes docs you, my homies. Like, fuck.
It's like the only real girl he wants is little children, like literally. It's like, bro.
Well, now he's got the AI girlfriend.
Yeah, now he's got the AI
for now.
That was old news. I remember when he was first blabbing on about that shit Instagram, and now it's like, oh, AI girlfriend's like, yeah, peak gooner activity.
Definitely peak, gooner activity.
I mean, if it keeps him off the streets, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, if it keeps them away from kids, it's like, bro, just do that shit privately. Get the fuck off the internet. You're lucky you're not even in jail or dead, and stay away from kids. Like, he's lucky he's not in jail or dead, because it's like, and that's the thing too. I kind of criticize the parents, and I wasn't, when I criticized the victim, quote unquote, the only thing I said was I think the victim should have told the parents, and apparently further on the documentary, she said her mom knew. It's like, well, that's a shitty mom, because you went to Gideon. You told your daughter to go to Gideon, and your daughter was still, sexting with EDP. It's like, what kind of a mother are you? And I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's just like, I'm tired of these parents not looking out for their kids. Obviously, EDP is fully responsible for it, 100%. You can't victim blame. You can't blame the kid. But however, you can criticize the adults in the kid's life that chose to not do anything or chose to handle this poorly. And I feel like that's a fair criticism. What do you think about all that?
I can't really disagree. I don't know what to say.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I just feel like, parents should definitely, look out for their children and make sure that people like EDP are not preying onto them. That's how you really stop people like EDP, is parents being parents and not just letting their kids go crazy on social media without, even if they're like 15, 16, it's like you still got to look at your kid's phone, because there's always degenerate creeps that are trying to, take advantage. Why do you think, the Epstein thing was so big? It's like, that's the thing. It's like, why do you think, pedos just going all over the place on like Roblox and stuff? Because parents just fucking let the kids go on these online social games without checking what these games actually are. A lot of parents I've talked to that let the kids go on Roblox don't even know what Roblox really is. They just think it's a video game, but they don't know that's an online chat profile form thing, like an online, like, where you can like text people on there. Like basically
it features interactive features.
Yeah, interactive. Yeah, there's the word I was looking for. It's like a lot of parents don't do research on the apps they let the kids use. Even with Instagram, like the old classic boomer parents, the ones that don't read social media, that just read the newspaper all day, they don't even know what Instagram, Snapchat, all that is. And it's like, you better at least know what your kid's on before you let your kid just go on there. Like, I understand you don't know what it is, but you better know what it is, or don't let your kid go on there. Like, that's just my take on it, though.
Yeah, it's really like a responsibility on parents then when you think about it when it comes to all that shit. And yeah, it shows, and it's unfortunate, but fucking pedos are gonna be pedos. They'll find discreet ways, and plus EDP, fucking. That child endangerment bullshit, like with the with the whole Chet Goldstein shit. It's like, well, it's not exactly wonder why he's free to begin with. But I will say the best thing about the doc, it made Gideon look like shit, and I am so fucking happy about that.
Oh, it did, especially
fuck you, fucking Gideon fans. I was right the whole time.
And the ski. Don't forget
me, you fucking bitches.
Don't forget the Skeet guy, too. Both him and the Skeet guy deserve the criticism, because both him and the Skeet guy are just fucking clowns.
I mean, yeah, Skeeter Jean deserves criticism for how he handled it, but I don't think he's, like, nowhere near as repulsive, like, there's, like, smug and, like, annoying as Gideon. Like, at least Skeeter Jean has gotten pedos, like, arrested and shit, and, does this shit professionally. Unlike Gideon, who is a lot more smug and fucking more pretentious. So I'm happy about that shit. So I'll take it. Fucking now the internet's finally seeing what I've been saying the whole fucking time. So I feel good being validated. That's regardless about the documentary. I'm like, it always feels good to know that Gideon's downfall is here. It's over. And good riddance. That's all I can say about Gideon.
Good riddance to him too, because that's the thing. I don't like him either, because he's just piece of shit that. At least Chet Goldstein actually has arrest. Gideon hasn't even got a single arrest. And not only that, but all he does is fucking wear cupcake suits and make a joke and try to get clout. And apparently, too, which these are allegations, and I don't know if you know about these allegations or not, Kayla alleged that Gideon was friends with pedophiles. What's up with that one?
I wouldn't be shocked. But I do know Gideon's the reason why this whole Kayla shit even happened to begin with. It's all like Gideon's fault. Like, and I said this like way back in the day. Why the fuck would you have fucking this girl keep talking to Evie like you want it for content? It's like, what the fucking blind fuck? And no one wants to listen to me and Plubius when we said this shit, but they learned.
Us small creators get vindicated every single day, and I bet you we'll even be vindicated about this fucking guy too. The fucking for some reason I forgot his name. What was his name again?
What? Which one are we talking about?
Matt, the guy that made the documentary.
Mike Klum.
Oh, Mike Klum. Yes, I don't know how I forgot. I just fucking had a brain fart moment. Yeah, Mike Klum. I'll be vindicated about because I've been talking about it for the whole 3 hours, and then I just forget about it. It's like, bro, but that's the thing. I'm gonna be real. It's like this is the first time I've heard of Mike Klum, so that's probably why I forgot. But it's like, still, I'm gonna be vindicated about him because all the red flags I've seen throughout this documentary, I just don't agree with. I don't agree with putting the kid in the room with EDP, and I think he may just be just as bad as Gideon because all he cares about is clout. Like I saw on Twitter, he's like, my video got visibly limited. It's like, don't you care about EDP getting arrested? Like the video's still up. Let it be fucking limited. You got 1.1 million views. Aren't you happy enough? all the big YouTubers are sucking your cock, like fucking Nicholas Diorio, Tucky Tom. They're all saying this guy did a good documentary. They just glossed over that. I watched some of the reactions. They just glossed over the fact that the kid was in the same room. It's like, you guys are just gonna not care. Like, you're gonna pretend that's not happening. Like, even if you like the documentary, like, the reason why I respect you, Destructor, is you like the documentary, but you didn't fucking turn a blind eye to that, and I respect that.
Well, you brought my attention to it. I didn't know about it. I didn't think about it. I was like, whatever. When I was watching, like, anything much of it when I saw it. And when you brought it to it, and I thought, I was like, wait, what the fuck? You know, it got me thinking. So
that's what a lot of people, because I posted on Twitter, a lot of people be like, I didn't think about that, because they're just focusing. I feel like a lot of the creators, like some of them that just, glossed over it, they probably were just not paying attention because it's their first time reacting to it. But it's like, that's why it's very important to pay attention to the little things, and you have to pay attention to stuff like that. You have to pay attention to everything in the documentary to make sure you don't miss something like that, to make sure you don't miss the red flags. It's like, that's why a lot of these creators just kiss ass instead of actually calling the shots. That's why small creators like me and you are the ones to call out people like like Clum and stuff like that.
yeah, definitely.
And Gideon and stuff, because that's the thing. We've been, vindicated on that. But that's the thing. I definitely, I feel like I'd definitely be vindicated on Mike Clum, just like how you're vindicated on Gideon, because it's just, he doesn't move. It's like, I can see it because I pay attention, because I've actually watched, stunts like this. Like, I've grew up, watching like Crime Watch Daily with my mom. And Crime Watch Daily, they don't play around. They actually make sure you get arrested, and they contact law enforcement before you get arrested. And all these people that, are all basically, all these paddle catchers that are basically doing it independently, they are all just basically, doing it for clout, because they're not even getting the police
and compromising evidence.
And compromising evidence. That's why Gideon's fucked up. That's why Chet Goldstein fucked up, and I feel like Mike Clum may have fucked up the case just because of compromising evidence and being too close to VDP. And not only that, but basically being involved with all this. It's like, you need to handle it with law enforcement, and the people that don't handle it with law enforcement right away, I'd be sus of them automatically.
Yeah, amen to that, bro.
But yeah, that's the thing. I just don't like, like, I like the documentary. I mean, I like that the documentary exposes EDP, but I just don't like the way Mike went about it. And I know, like, you may disagree a little bit. That's perfectly fine. But it's just, when I see red flags, I just can't ignore it, because that's my autism. I see red flags and I'm like, I can't ignore this because it's going to be important. And every time that I've ignored the red flags, it's always, bit me in the ass, because it's like, I could have called something out, and it's like, then it's like, oh, maybe the person has good intentions. It's like, and then when I actually, hit the ball in the court, I hit the ball in the court, like, I was, right. Remember that one, do you remember that one dumb dude that interviewed EDP? It was like all friendly to EDP. It did like a softball interview with EDP445 a while back.
Yeah, I remember like people were interviewing him and shit. And granted, EDP would just not,
The dumb guy threatened to beat me up or something like that. He's like, fuck you, you little autistic guy. How dare you tell me to run my YouTube channel? I could beat the fuck out of you. He was like some hood, bro. He's like, I could beat the fuck out of you. You look like a fucking kid, bro. Stay in your fucking lane and shut the fuck up. It's like, chill out, bro. You're the one interviewing a pedophile.
Yeah, granted, to be fair, no one wanted to, like, what was it? Yeah, no, the EDP did not want to answer any of the questions, like, legitimately, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but it's just like the dumb guy didn't even ask questions. He was just, doing a softball interview and platforming him and giving him, it was just like, I just wanted to see if he would tell himself, and I just wanted to hear his side. I'm going to beat you up. It's like, shut up. Stay in your fucking lane to whatever you fucking hood rat, because apparently that fucking one guy that threatened to beat me up over it was some hood podcaster. It's like, stay in your fucking lane, Dom. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, cover rat beefs. Don't come in here and try to interview a pedophile, bro. That's another thing too. That's why I don't like some of these creators, because they don't know how to stay in their lane.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, but I'm not really surprised.
Is there anything else you want to say on the matter before I wrap up the stream?
Can't really think of just anything really.
Well, appreciate you coming on, my friend. This was a good conversation. Not only that, but I also enjoyed the actor, because that's the thing. I knew about the documentary because I saw you link it, link your YouTube
Hey, Mom,
thing.
what's up?
I saw you link your YouTube thing to, the reaction stream you were on, and that's how I knew about the documentary. So I do appreciate that. Not only that too, but also, is your video going to be uploading?
It should probably be tomorrow. I have to do some editing and make a thumbnail.
I'll probably do a segment reacting to it if you want, just so you know, because I know, because you said you're going to bring up that situation in it too, right? About the kid thing.
Yeah, I already mentioned it, so it's already like done with.
All right, but hey,
recording's done, so that's all I cared.
Fair enough. But hey, Jim, we're about to wrap up, so go ahead and give your final perspective on the EDP documentary.
Kill him.
Agreed. Anything else you want to say? Like any elaborate? Because you've been quiet. And you have some strong opinions about the Mike Klum dude.
Also jail him too.
All right, fair enough. All right, guys. Wait, what was that? Or was you just sneezing?
Yeah, just sneezing.
All right, that's all good. All right, guys. So that's the end of that. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Appreciate Destructor for coming on. Like I said, you're always welcome on the show. I appreciate these conversations, because these conversations are good to have, because, we got to know how to actually, get these people arrested. You know what I mean? We got to call out these people like Gideon, Chet Goldstein, even Mike Klum, even just anybody. It doesn't matter who they are. Anyone that fucks up an investigation like this and is responsible for EDP being free, we definitely got to bring light to it. We also got to bring light to stuff EDP's done as well, because there's no defending that. That guy's fucking cooked, and he should be in jail.
Look, you jail all the ones that tampered with the evidence and fucked it up, and you behead EDP. There you go. Sets an example.
It does set an example, but in this society, in 2026, that's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it's not.
I'm in the wrong time zone. I'm sorry. Hold on. Well, let me go back to the time zone I was originally from.
You mean timeline.